Today, we're going to unpack a mindset that is so incredibly common, but also really destructive for anyone trying to learn something new. It's a trap that, honestly, so many of us fall into without even realizing it. And understanding it could literally change your entire approach to learning.
It all starts with something you've seen a million times, right? In a group chat, on a forum, someone drops a message, and it looks something like this. On the surface, it seems pretty harmless, just a little complaint about how tough the material is. But what's really happening here? Is this person actually looking for advice on how to get faster? Are they trying to solve the problem? Or are they looking for something else entirely? This question right here gets to the very heart of a massive roadblock in learning.
So here's the thing. The speaker in our source material argues that this kind of post, it's not about problem solving at all. It's actually a subconscious hunt for emotional validation. The hidden message isn't, how do I fix this? The hidden message is, this feels really hard, and I feel weak. Please, somebody tell me I'm not the only one.
And that, right there, is the trap. Because when you do this, you're not actually looking for a way to get better. You're accidentally framing your struggle as this permanent thing, this weakness. And you just keep reinforcing that negative feeling every single time you complain.
Okay, so the speaker actually has these two brilliant terms for this behavior that just nail the diagnosis of the problem. Let's break them down.
First up, we've got something called internal friction. This is all that mental energy we burn by telling ourselves how hard something is, how slow we are, how we're just not smart enough. You know that voice. You literally become your own worst enemy before you even give the material a fair shot.
And this quote, wow, it's brutally honest, and it cuts right to the heart of it. The goal of that complaint in the group chat isn't to find a solution, it's to find other people who are also struggling so that your own feeling of weakness seems normal, maybe even justified.
And that leads us straight to this second big idea, huddling for weakness. When people reply, oh my God, me too, it took me 3 hours, you get this little hit of relief, right? But what's really happening is you're forming a little club that validates being stuck. It crushes your confidence, and worse, it can even make you start thinking the whole course or system is the problem, not your approach.
Okay, so if complaining is a dead end, what's the alternative? Well, it all starts with completely flipping the script on what it means when you find something difficult.
This right here is the absolute game changer. So many of us have been wired to think that if we're slow, we're failing. If it takes us longer than the next person, there's something wrong with us. But the source material says, nope, that's fundamentally wrong. And check out this incredible reframe. The time it takes isn't a measure of your failure. It's a measure of your potential for growth. Think about it. If your starting foundation is a bit weaker, of course it's going to take you longer. But that just means the leap you're about to make is that much bigger. A huge knowledge gap means a huge opportunity to learn. It's actually something to get excited about. So let's circle back to that original post. Taking 2, 3, even 4 hours on a complex new topic when you're starting out, that's not a bug, it's a feature. That's not a sign of failure, it's the sound of learning happening. It's completely normal, and frankly, it should be expected.
But why? Why is this our default setting? Why do we immediately jump to self-doubt and huddling for weakness?
Well, the source has a pretty compelling theory about where this all comes from.
For a lot of us, our education system basically punished mistakes. You were trained to hunt for the one right answer and to avoid getting it wrong at all costs. This hardwires a really low tolerance for the messy, error-filled reality of genuine learning. We were never really taught that learning is the process of trying something, failing, and trying it again. But here's the good news. This isn't a permanent condition. It's a learned behavior, which means it can be unlearned. You can consciously choose a different path, the path of a strong, rational learner. So let's look at what that actually means. Just look at the difference here. It's night and day. The weak learner is completely wrapped up in their feelings about the problem. The strong learner is focused on the problem itself. Instead of saying, I'm so bad at this, they ask, okay, what's the very next step I can take? It's a fundamental shift from seeking sympathy to seeking a solution. So when you're really stuck and you actually need help, don't just vent. Use this playbook. First, just state the facts. I'm working on this part of the project. Second, show your work. I've already tried A, B, and C. And finally, ask a laser-focused question.
I don't understand this specific concept. Can someone explain it in a different way? This kind of question invites real solutions, not just more sad emojis.
You know, this is about something bigger than just you. When you make this shift, you are not just helping yourself get better. You're actually helping to build a stronger, more effective learning community for absolutely everyone involved.
And that's really the ultimate vision here, isn't it? The goal isn't just to become a strong learner for your own benefit. It's to become that person in the group who, instead of just chiming in with another me too, actually offers a real piece of advice that helps pull someone else up. To be someone who helps the whole group move forward.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. The next time you hit that wall in your learning, and you will, we all do, take a second. Think about the message you're about to type. Are you reaching for comfort or are you reaching for a solution? Because that choice, right there, that defines the kind of learner you are and the kind of learner you're becoming.